4:35 on February 19th, Part 2, Melanin Man in the Light. I'm going to read some Tao. Tao really impressed me, so I'm going to start with 44. 44, I'll just let it explain itself. Stretching. When young, things are soft. When old, things are brittle. Stretching, both literally and metaphorically, is a necessary part of life. Physically, a good program of stretching emphasizes all parts of the body. You loosen the joints and tendons first, so that subsequent movements will not hurt. Methodically stretching the body, beginning with the larger muscle groups such as legs and back. Then proceed to finer, smaller parts like the fingers. Coordinate stretching with breathing. Use long, gentle stretches rather than bouncing ones. When you stretch in one direction, always be sure to stretch in the opposite direction as well. If you follow this procedure, your flexibility will undoubtedly increase. Metaphorically, stretching leads to the expansion and flexibility in personal growth. A young plant is tender and pliant. An older one is stiff and woody and vulnerable to breaking. Softness is thus equated with life, hardness with death. The more flexible you are, the greater your mental and physical health. 45, circulation. Spirituality begins in the loins, ascends up the back, and returns to the navel. Spirituality is not just a mental activity. It is also an expression of energy. The source of this energy is physical, rooted in the basic chemistry of the body. Self-cultivation refines this energy for spiritual attainment. Enlightenment for a follower of Tao is therefore a psychophysical achievement. It is a state of being. Rather than mere intellectual understanding. Once the energy is awakened through special exercises and meditations, the follower of Tao knows how to draw this energy upward. The force begins from the genitals and rises up the spine. On its way, it nourishes the kidneys, nerves, and blood vessels. When it passes the base of the skull, the nervous system and the lower parts of the brain are stimulated. Reaching the crown, this river of energy opens the entire subconscious potential of a human being. Descending downward, it nourishes the eyes and senses, the vital organs, cascading toward the navel. It returns us to our original state of purity. From there, it returns to the loins again, ready to be drawn into another circuit. Just as all existence operates on a continuum between gross physical matter and the most subtle levels of consciousness, so too does the follower of Tao utilize all parts of the body, mind, and spirit for spiritual devotion. Circulation 45 on February 19th. Did I make reference of the 9? Oh, that's the full sphere at the top of the stem. Am I getting the energy from my loins to my mind for that circuit? Am I opening up more circuits? Shut up, all right. Read the book. Yeah, I'll read 46. Organization. 4:44, 9 minutes in. Okay, organization, pattern, and creativity are two poles of action. It is wise to plan each day by setting goals for oneself. I set a goal. Don't hit the pipe today. I'm finding it very difficult not to hit the pipe. But let me shut up. Organization, pattern, and creativity are two poles of action. It is wise to plan each day by setting goals for oneself and organizing activities to be accomplished. One can be sure that each day will be full and never wasted. Followers of Tao use patterns when planning. They observe ways of nature, perceive the invisible lines of destiny. They imagine a pattern for their entire lives. In this way, they ensure overall success. Each day, they match interim patterns against their master goals. And so, navigate life with sureness and grace. It is precisely this ability to discern and manipulate patterns unknown to the ordinary person that makes the follower of Tao so formidable. When am I going to say this right? Unpredictable things happen. Those who follow Tao are also skilled at improvisation. Do you see that improvisation? Shut up. If circumstances deny them, they change immediately to avoid confusion. They still discern the patterns of the situation and create new ones. Much like a chess player at the board, the spontaneous creation of new patterns is their ultimate art. Am I ultimate in my art? I don't have time enough to read Impermanence. I'll just read the top. Titled Windstorm. Split trees and rock, yet cannot last a day. So much less man's work. When a storm hits, an entire ocean of wind and rain is spent upon the land. I'll read more of that later. But in this 15-minute segment, Melanin Man, biological living light, a child of the sun, on a Sunday, the Reverend Dr. Little Richie Arthur, the Reverend Dr. Richard W. Arthur Jr., Melanin Man, biological living light, student of Master Heges, and reading the Tao, tapping in to the insubstantiability of my own goddamn existing. Mind over matter. What I think matters. What's in my mind. I have to delete the negativity and add more positivity and be more creative in my own organization of my thinking and what I value as divine nigga. I don't give a fuck what you call me. I'm still divine, bitch. Shit. Doesn't matter about the name of the language. Like I said, in Master Heges' studio, I feel his energies that he be issuing. But be that as it may, that's all Melanin Man talk. See y'all later. Gotta go. Talk to ya. Brother R.A.